We gotta get out of here. Warning, we're just having fun. If you take stuff too serious, this channel may not be for you, buddy. Well, I've been telling y'all we're gonna build a Loadstar. Got one. Ta-da! You may notice she has the Puddin's Fab Shop patina, the old blue color. You know, match the rest of the fleet. That unit's gotta have it too. But not as good as I was hoping it to be, because I bought this piece of junk online, sight unseen, and people aren't honest in this world anymore. I'm gonna now tell you why you shouldn't buy stuff online and have it shipped to you. Let's get started. So for about the last, I don't know, 3-4 months, I've been keeping an eye out for a Loadstar. I came across this one on Facebook and knew instantly I had to have it. So for one, you may notice this thing's actually a really rare model. It is 2-wheel, no-wheel drive. They didn't make a lot of those. So I knew right there I'd already stumbled on a good one. And then 2, that color matches my truck like identical. And I'm pretty sure both of them are like homemade paint jobs. So the chances of finding one the same color, just like it, you know, pretty slim pickings around here for baby blue Loadstars. This is actually the first time I'm seeing this thing in person. I bought it a few weeks ago, had it shipped here to my buddy Salvage. A little backstory, it'd been on Facebook Marketplace for a long time. He had it priced really high, then he put it down to a practical price. I finally messaged him, offered him a little less. We came up on a deal. My buddy here had a shipper coming through anyways who could pick it up for a fair price, and boy was I tickled pink. I thought I done, you know, knocked a home run deal for my dream Loadstar. You know when everything's going really good in life and you're like, this is too good to be true, something's gonna happen? Well, the first Datsun video was taking off, doing really well. The channel was growing like crazy, doing really well. Got the prints up out of there, and 2 days later tripled our money. It was doing well, and using the money from it, I could get my dream Loadstar here. Is this too good to be true? Why yes, it is too good to be true. And I may be being a little dramatic here, but it helps build a story, and these people piss me off. When this old girl arrived here, my buddy texts me. Oh, I just hit puberty, hell. So when this thing arrived here, my buddy texted me and was like, hey man, I think this thing's probably in a little rougher shape than what you were expecting. The front of this fender was already damaged. I knew this was here. Like this. Not the fact it was ripped. Not this that you can tell just recently happened because it's still bare metal underneath there that's starting to rust over. Same over here. Not this that something pushed it in and you can tell it's bare metal over there that still hasn't finished rusting over. So instead of having like a little dent here and maybe a little old body filler and stuff that we could have done a small repair, now we got a front of a fender that just looks like hammered hell. And it don't look as bad in the video as it does in person, but when you're buying one for a decent body and the body gets beat to crap, well, that sucks. Now, speaking of which, you may notice how good the passenger side hood closes. So if we crawl up here, you can see a nice gap. You can see how that's just completely busted off the inner structure that it's actually supposed to hinge on. And you can go back here, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to tell that's pretty damn fresh. It hasn't even rusted over where that split the sheet metal yet. That's how fresh it is. This was not knocked in. Yes, there was rust there, but Godzilla hadn't freaking tail whipped it yet. Whistling Diesel had not took his damn axe to it yet. Billy Bob had not smacked her with a tractor yet. When you start looking at this whole fender from this side, from there to there, now instead of having a little rust there and one little whoop-de-doo there, the whole thing looks like hammered hell. And again, like I said, the hood's looking good right there. None of the glass was broken, but this piece sure as hell is now. He had sent me a picture of it. You could tell it just happened, probably around the same time that thing happened. And I haven't even quite figured out what happened with the hood yet, because guess what? Nobody's honest. They tried their hardest to protect the steps. Looks like they did a good job throwing chains around, you know. Hell with this thing. We know you're buying it just for the body to build a patina project. Let us use the thing as a damn pinata. The roof knocked into hell. It looks like two billy goats played Who's Your Daddy on top of this thing. I know this is my fault, all right? I'm the one who paid a guy without seeing the truck in person, and I'm the crows, you know? If I could climb that tree, I'd whoop every ass up in there. Everyone makes mistakes in life, all right? What if the seller had the balls to say, hey man, you know, that thing had been on there for 4 freaking months. I forgot that a week after we posted it, my brother DDT'd me into that fender and we buckled it in. I forgot my brother drove a tractor into that thing and we dented it in. I forgot we threw a sack of feed and it hit that fender and buckled it. I don't care. It's about going, hey, you're right. I forgot about that. Is there anything I can do to make it right? That's it. That hood obviously happened when it was shipping, all right? When he sent me the pictures of the hood, you could tell it had just happened. His reply is, quote unquote, I do this for a living. I strap every old hood. You didn't strap that one, all right? Just own up to it. Oh shit, this thing riding at a 45 down the interstate. I just strapped the hood. That thing popped off, boom. You gonna tell me you strapped that hood but it still creased the metal? That's, come on. All you gotta say is, hey man, I forgot to throw a strap on that thing. It messed some stuff up. What can I do to make it right? I can fix it. It's a truck, all right? But how do y'all sleep at night and lie to a man straight to his face through text, so not straight to my face? You know what I mean, all right? Y'all get the point. They both pointed fingers at each other. When the seller sold it and they loaded it, it looked perfect. When the shipper loaded it, it was already beat to hell. So you know someone's lying, and it ain't me. I'm just telling y'all what happened. So, would I do this experience again? To break this down, I'm gonna tell y'all what I paid for stuff. I paid $700 for the truck. I tried to get it for $6. He said $7. I asked if it had a title. He said yes. So I paid $700 for it. Shipper, I was out $500. So I'm $1,200 into it, all right? Around $1,000, you know, that ain't gonna make or break me. I think I could still get my money out of this thing if I wanted. Now, if I was dealing with thousands and tens of thousands of dollars, no way in hell would I buy something sight unseen. Around $1,000 job, you know, you're rolling dice a little bit, but it's not a make or break deal. Now, like I said, I am glad that I seen it because I think we can build it. Now, I haven't even looked this thing over good yet. I've been bitching to this camera in front of me. So let's check this thing out. This thing is so close to the color of my truck, it's crazy. Either cats have been climbing up it or, yeah, 1, 2. I'm not gonna guess why there'd only be 2 paws. The mirrors are awesome. I hope the one on the other side's in good shape because I'll definitely run those big Dumbo mirrors. Hopefully the glass is good. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, I hope all the cab lights are up there. If anyone knows all about Loadstars, inform us down below. I know a lot of them were 1600, 17s. I think they had like an 18 that kept going. Just from what I can tell, the cabs always look very similar, but then the stuff on the back just keeps getting bigger. I don't care because we're going to make it the Puddin's Fab Edition. This hood deal is a bummer, but I think I can weld it all back to that structure in there, and I'll spend some time and get it to close decently. It looks like there's a half-ass new battery in this. I mean, that ain't the oldest battery I've ever seen, so hell. Looks like we got a will it run on our hands here. The steps getting tore up don't really bother me that much because, one, I mean, how's it not? We need to weld an axle back there to be able to move this thing around. That's what I would have done. But it looks like the steps bolt on and off, so them getting tore up is not really a big deal. We can get a new set of steps. Or we can build some custom bead rolled units, you know, so steps ain't a deal breaker. Holy axle, if I've ever seen one. That thing looks like it weighs more than my mustache. I doubt it weighs more. So he's an oily mess. I mean, damn. Look at all that crap. We got a PTO unit? What the hell? I'm about to grease lighten this baby and shimmy underneath it. Man found dead with a badass Loadstar on him at the salvage yard. I think we do got a PTO unit on this thing. Not that we're going to use it. We got some custom exhaust for damn sure. We got the Y pipe cut right here. We call that the blap blap blap. This 345 don't talk back, baby. This may be a 345. I'll be honest, just because I have a lot of internationals don't mean I need anymore. What the hell is I even... Boy, for trying to do YouTube videos, I'm not very good at talking. I did notice this thing's got a shiny new fuel pump on it. Right there. After seeing that fuel pump and the battery, I've kind of got a new theory. I think they probably tried to get it running. Obviously, it's outside their skill set. It plumb pissed them off. They cut it in half and then started practicing judo kicks on the front fenders. What's wrong with people? That's nice. Hey, we do have all of our cab lights and the mirror, so hopefully it's not busted. Let's see if this side will get on there. All right. Gotta love the butterfly hood. I think it's awesome. Please tell me you're seeing this. When you produce so much torque pulling your corn feed through the field, and this baby's torquing, hell with motor mounts, custom chains from the exhaust manifold welded to the frame. I like that. Distributor cap does not look that old either. So, wondering what the deal is here. This thing sure is covered in oil. Anyone who knows International C-Series, the cowl vent area here is usually plumb rusted out. This is probably the best one I've had on any of my vehicles I've ever bought. It's like the hood emblem on my truck, just on steroids. This really sucks because this is actually still a really awesome truck. And just imagine how nice it would have looked if they hadn't Chris Browned it. Mirror check. Mirror's good. I like that. We'll probably leave those big old mirrors. We are kind of building this thing into a little mini towing semi rig. Little miniature 6-ton jobber. It's going on a 98 Chevy 3500 chassis. We're gonna lower it down a little bit, do a semi wheels, Cummins, you know, kind of typical build for one of these, if I'm being honest. Let's get inside this thing. I want to see what it feels like to pop a wheelie. That step's cherry. It's a shattered glass, so we need to try to roll it down. That makes sense. This is basically what it feels like every time I leave the stop sign in the truck or travel all everywhere. Usually I just see sky for a quarter mile until I lift. All right, y'all can ride with me, come on. Typical view, like I said. This thing is just like my truck. Steering wheel looks the same but bigger of the factory one. It has all these same knobs. It just don't have 600 of them like this one. But check this out. 13 speed right there. Boom. High, low. So then you double your gears. Then you've got a 24 speed. Over here, we've got some knobs that say Spicer. So then you can double the speed in the rear end. That then changes it to a 33 speed. So pretty awesome, guys. If you really know what all this stuff is, just let me know down below in the comments. These gauges would look awesome in a hot rod. Man, this thing's awesome. Oh, check that out, what we got here. Yep. Pack of matches. Kim Hudson, County Clerk. Y'all be sure to go vote. Renewal application. Make sure your vehicle's registered. And the rest looks like trash I don't want to dig in. Oh, please don't be in there. Could y'all, oh, that stinks. I don't have the strongest stomach, and that stinks. We gotta get out of here. I just seen the rat pop its head out. There's a rat. Oh, or a mouse. It was just a mouse. He crawled up in the cowl vent. Rest, I see it over there. Could y'all imagine if that thing would have come out the glove box at me? This truck getting beat up by the seller and shipper would have been the least of its worries. I would have roundhouse kicked everything in here. This thing wouldn't have a piece of glass left in it. Which, speaking of which, please don't come at me, mousy. Y'all may have noticed from popping a wheelie, the windshield's in good shape. This is also the first windshield I've had in good shape from a C-Series. So even though this thing had a little bad luck, maybe she's got some good luck to her too. I love the color here on the inside. We got there, air tank. We got some air brakes. And maybe y'all can see what's going on up underneath there. I can't hardly fit underneath this whole frame. Back glass is in good shape. So I think she's salvageable. What do y'all think about it? Let me know down below in the comments. Like I said, I'm pretty happy we came and checked the old girl out. He'll be headed to the house before too long. You know, we'll figure all that out. Y'all think I'm playing about that roundhouse? That bee won't quit following me. Y'all's about to see one on camera. All roundhouse a bee, all roundhouse a mouse. I don't give a damn. Well, I hope you didn't mind my little rant online about buying stuff sight unseen. By the way, I did ask the seller for pictures of it after it was loaded, and I never did receive pictures. So, I wonder why. Either way, I hope y'all like this thing. We will be building it. It's probably going to be a year from now. You know, we've done a lot of builds on the channel. I've been getting out and about like I am today, just having fun. So we're not hopping into a build right away. I'm gathering parts for it this year, and we'll get to it when we get to it. If you're on Instagram, on the old Instagrammer, I'm on there at Puddin's Fab Shop. If y'all want to give me a follow. And I will see you guys in the next video. But don't forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. Y'all already know that. That's what I tell you. Speaking of merchandise, I need to put that on a shirt. Who would buy it? Let me know. Let me know down below. Let me know. I'm about to grease lightning this baby and shimmy underneath it.